Hi, everyone. When we speak of power in organizations, we often reduce it to authority, to the ability of one person to impose their will upon another. But power is far more complex, far more subtle. It is, as Robert Dahl reminded us back in 1957, not merely about command, but about influence, the capacity to move others to act in ways they might not have chosen otherwise. Henry Mintzberg, one of the most influential thinkers in management, widened this lens. He described power as the ability to shape organizational outcomes. And this is crucial. Power is not the privilege of the few sitting at the top of a hierarchy. It emerges wherever human beings interact, wherever decisions are contested, wherever uncertainty exists. Crozier and Friedberg, two brilliant French sociologists, saw power as a game of navigating those very zones of uncertainty. Who controls information? Who holds rare expertise? Who shapes the rules or manages the organization's vital relationships with its environment? These are the true sources of power. Not titles, but levers. Not hierarchy, but influence. French and Raven, in their landmark 1959 work, gave us 5 enduring categories: coercive power, reward power, legitimate power, expert power, and referent power, the last of which, the charisma of leadership, continues to fascinate us. Together, these insights remind us that power can be formal or informal, visible or invisible, feared or admired. And this complexity is what makes organizations both powerful and fragile. As Mintzberg suggested, power is never still. It flows between internal and external coalitions, between leaders, employees, customers, and partners. It is not static. It evolves, transforms, and sometimes destabilizes. So why does this matter? Because to understand organizations is not to study charts or processes alone, but to grasp these invisible currents of power. To see that power is not only about control, but about possibility, about the capacity to shape futures. And perhaps the most inspiring lesson is this: power is not monopolized. Each of us, through knowledge, integrity, and relationships, holds a piece of it. To lead, to innovate, to transform, we must learn not only to recognize power, but to use it wisely, ethically, and creatively. As Crozier and Friedberg would say, organizations are arenas of games, of strategies, of negotiation. And the future belongs to those who can play these games not for domination, but for collective progress. Thank you